Morning students, today our topic is Python pandas data frame, and this lecture we are going to discuss some program related to data frame. So our first program is program to find minimum and maximum value in a data frame. So we have to find out minimum and maximum value within a data frame, and you can see this is a program on a screen to find out the minimum and maximum value. Let's start, and first of all we have to import a library first. Import pandas spd because we have to create a data frame. Without creation of the data frame, you are not able to find out the minimum maximum value. Second thing which is very important, we have to find out the minimum value along axis 0 and along axis 1, means um, column wise and row wise. By default it is along axis 0, always remember that. So if we don't mention any axis, then by default it belongs to axis 0. So this is a program. First of all, you can easily see that import pandas as pd, which is a very essential line to write. Without this you are not able to create a data frame. So import pandas as pd. Next is you can easily see that creating the data frame. First of all, we have to create a data frame. On the behalf of that, we can easily find out the maximum minimum value. So this is a data frame. Name of the data frame is df, and you can easily see that this is the data frame. And finally we just print the data frame here. So this is a data frame df, and pd is equal to data frame. There are a number of data frame is created using a dictionary, in which we can easily see that a b c d are the name of the keys of this dictionary, and value along these keys are for example, along a are 12, 4, 5, none and 1. So none means there is no value at all. Along key v there are values 7 to 54, 3, none. Always remember that when we declare when we create a data frame using a dictionary, then the key of a dictionary are basically the column of a data frame, becomes a column of the data frame, even if we don't mention column as a parameter. So along a 12, 4, 5, none, 1 are the values. Along v 7 to 54, 3, none, these are the values. Along c 20, 16, 11, 3 and 8, and along d 14, 3, none, 2 and 6. So there is a creation of a data frame using a dictionary, and for that purpose we use a method named data frame, and this data frame method belongs to the pandas library. So we just write pd.pandas, because pd is the alternative name given to the pandas library. So we just assign a value to a variable df, that is the name of the data frame, equal to pd.data frame, and after that, using a dictionary, we insert the element of a data frame into data frame. So data frame is the name of the method, and always remember that in data frame d and f are in capital letters. Finally, after that, if you want to print the data frame, so we just write print df, that will print the data frame on the screen. So till now we just only create the data frame. Now our motive is to find out the minimum and maximum value in a data frame. To find out the minimum and maximum value uh, in a data frame, we use min method and max method. By default, they calculate the value along x-axis, along axis 0. So you can see here maximum. To find out the maximum value along axis 0, just write name of the data frame first, that is df, after put dot operator sign, and then x is equal to 0. If you don't even mention x is equal to 0, by default it calculate the maximum value along x is 0. So df is the name of the data frame, max is the method. So we just write df dot max, and within parentheses we just pass a parameter value. You can easily see here x is equal to 0. By default x is equal to 0. So even if you don't mention x is equal to 0 and you don't pass any parameter value, then maximum value will be calculated along axis 0. So after that there is a print statement. Maximum value along axis 0 is equal to print max 1. That will print the maximum value along axis 0. Next, if you want to skip the any values while finding the maximum, then for that purpose there is another parameter named skipna, and by default skipna is equal to true, is equal to false. But if you just mention skipna is equal to true, that will skip the any values. So you can give another. You can give another. You can also give another parameter value, that is skipna in this case. So just write skipna is equal to true, which basically skip the value of skip the any value. And in second case, if we want to find out the maximum value along axis 1, then we just write max 2, which is the name of the variable, equal to, that means assignment operator, df, name of the data frame, dot max is the name of the method, and within parenthesis sign you can easily see that these are the parameter value that are passed as axis 1, so along axis 1 means column wise, and then skipna is equal to true means we just ignore or skip any values. And then there is a print statement which basically find out the maximum value along axis 1, print max 2. Same manner we can also find out the value of min, but always remember that to find out the value or minimum value, there is a method named min. So you can use this. First of all, give the name of the data frame, then put dot operator sign, and then name of the method. In this case, name of the method is min, and always remember that by default minimum value always calculate along axis 0. So we can also follow same procedure for minimum value. So always remember that to find out the maximum value, there is a method named max, and to find out the minimum value, there is a method named min. So min is a method basically used to find out the minimum value along axis 0 by default. By default, it always calculates the minimum value along axis 0. And if you want to find out the minimum value along axis 1, so just pass parameter axis is equal to 1. So in a minimum method, you are able to find out the minimum value along axis 1. And there is another parameter named skipna. If you just find out if you just skip the value of any, then for that purpose you can also use skipna is equal to true. By default, skipna is equal to false. So that is the program to find out the minimum and maximum value along axis 0 and along axis 1 in a data frame. So let us execute this program and try to find out the answer. This is a program. Two things are very important. First of all, we have to create a data frame to find out the minimum and maximum value, and for minimum value there is a method named min, and for maximum value there is a method named max, and by default they calculate minimum and maximum value along axis 0. So this is the program. This is the program. So just calculate. Now execute this program. There is already a program here, so just replace it and press on run button. Press the mouse on run button. You can easily see that. Now that is the output. First of all, a data frame will be created as per the program. After that, minimum and maximum value along axis 0 and along axis 1 will be calculated. So you can see the output here. So I think very simple to implement and understand. Always remember the method to find out the maximum value is max, and for minimum value is min. And data type is float 64 is here as a part of the output. Now that is the output of our program. The value which we pass as a none, 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 are represented here in output as a nan, means not a number. That is what we get after the creation of the data frame. And then maximum value along x is 0 and maximum value along x is 1. Then after minimum value along x is 0 and minimum value along x is 1. So that is the output of the program. This is our second program to calculate mean, median and mode. So I think all of you are familiar with the concept of mean, median, mode. Mean is basically the average value. Median is a middle value, and mode means the most repeated value within a given set. So first of all, to find out the mean, median, mode, we have to create a data frame. So for this purpose, we just write a line import pandas as PD, and then after there is a creation of a data frame. Now in this question, we create a data frame using a list, nested list. And each list contains 4 elements, and there are 6 lists inside a nested list are there. So first of all, just create a data frame. Using to create a data frame, there is a method named data frame, as you know. So we just write a df is equal to pt.data frame, and then give the element of a data frame within a list. So first row contains 10, 20, 30, 40, second 7, 14, 21, 28, and in similar manner we just get the last value 5, 4, 9 and 2. Last row contain 5, 4, 9 and 2, and the name of the columns are apple, orange, banana and pear. To give the name of the columns, we use a parameter columns, columns, and give the name of the columns in a list. Then if you want to give the name of the index also, for that purpose there is a method named index, index. Index is used. So index name are basket 1, basket 2, basket 3 and basket 4, basket 5 and basket 6, because 6 rows are there. And after that we just write print statement, which will print the data frame. Now here till now we just only create a data frame, and the creation of a data frame we already discussed in our previous video. So our motive in this program is to find out the mean, median and mode of a data frame. So first of all, if you want to find out if you want to perform any type of calculation on a data frame, you should create a data frame first. So it depends on you that how to create it, which method you apply to create a data frame. In our previous example, we created a data frame using a dictionary. So now it's time to calculate the mean, median, mode. So first of all, mean. So to calculate mean, there is a method named MEAN, mean, and to calculate median, there is a method named MEDIAN, median, and to calculate mode, you have a method named MODE. And always remember that the default calculation is along axis 0. So if you want to find out the calculation along axis 1, you should mention axis as a parameter, and just give the value of axis is equal to 1 as a parameter value. within these method. So no parameter value is passed here. By default they will calculate the mean median mode along axis 0. So just write name of the data frame def, and then after you can easily put, okay, you can give the name of the method, that is mean median mode. So df dot mean, df dot median, df dot mode. Df dot mean will calculate the mean of the data frame along axis 0. Df dot median will calculate the median of the data frame along axis 0, and df dot mode will calculate the mode of a data frame along axis 0. So it is very easy to implement and understand. Here one thing should be noticed, that in within a printf statement we write /n. /n basically means next line. So output will be printed after after the gap of one line. So that is the purpose of /n. So in this program we have to find out the mean, median and mode. For that purpose, first of all we simply create a data frame. After that if we want to find out the mean, median, mode, then give the name of the data frame first, that is df in this case, and then mean method is used to calculate the mean, median mode is calculate the median, and mode will calculate the mode of the data frame along axis 0. When we talk about the mean, median, mode, then always remember that mean means the average value of a particular data set, median means the middle value of a particular data set, and mode means most repeated value within a data set. So let us try to execute this program and find whether the mean, median, mode will be calculated or not here using these functions, using these methods. So these are very simple to implement, I think. So let us execute this program. Here is the output. So execute this program. Python Anaconda we use here. This is our previous program, so I just overwrite the program here. You can make a program, new program. If you want to make a new program, then just go to file and then go to new file and then write a program. Let's write a program there. So this is our program. This is the last program which we write here. So first of all, I replace that program. This is our program here, and just run the program by clicking on the run button. Now here you can easily see the mean, median, mode along axis 0. So here you can see that first of the mean will be calculated along axis 0, means the means you can easily see that apple, orange, banana, pear. So these are the name of the columns here. So along these columns we can easily find out the mean, median and mode value using mean method, median and mode. means along axis 0. You can also find out the mean mode along axis 1 by giving the value x is equal to 1. Now this is our third program, and in this program our purpose is to calculate the sum and count rows along axis 0 and along axis 1. So the program to calculate the sum and count rows and columns. So we have to find out the sum along axis 0 and along axis 1, and count number of rows and columns in a particular data frame. So first of all, we have to create a data frame. In this program you can easily see that first line is import pandas as PD. Pandas is the name of the library, and we have to import the pandas library. Without this you are not able to create a data frame, or you are not able to use any method belongs to the data frame. So import pandas as PD. PD is a alternative name given to the pandas library. Whenever you want to use a pandas as a library, just write PD in place of pandas and then put dot operator, and after that dot you can write the method name. Second line, there is a creation of a data frame, and name of the data frame is data using a dictionary. Okay, second method, in second line there is a creation of a dictionary. You can create a data frame directly, but here first of all we just create a dictionary here, and in this dictionary now name of the columns are, name of the keys are month and Manish Commission, Pawan Commission and Javed Commission. So value of months are January, February, March, April, May and June. Manish Commission, Pawan Commission and Javed Commission are given as given in integers. So these are the 4 keys, and the values belongs to these keys are given here. So after the execution of that statement, there is a dictionary named data. If we want to create a data frame, we just pass this dictionary as a parameter value within a data frame. You can see it next line, df is equal to pd dot data frame data. So we just pass as a parameter here, and then name of the columns given here are month, Manish Commission, Pawan Commission and Javed Commission. If we don't write it, then it is also, then they are also as a column name by default, because these are name of the keys. And after that there is a print statement, print df, so data frame will be printed after that execution of that statement. So till now, first of all we create a dictionary, and the dictionary contains some keys, and the name of the keys are month, Manish Commission, Pawan Commission and Javed Commission. These are the columns names of the data frame, and we just use it as a parameter value within a data frame. So you can easily see on the screen. Then there is a creation of the data frame. For that purpose we just try to take a variable named df, which is the name of the data frame, and write pd is equal to data, pd dot data frame. Pd means pandas, so which is the name of the library, and the data frame is the name of the method, and just pass this dictionary as a parameter value. So data is here, and by default columns name are the name of the keys of a dictionary. So we don't write it in the or inside the data frame or as a parameter value, then it also considered as a name of the columns of the data frame. But here we explicitly mention columns names here, so for this purpose we use a parameter value columns, and the name of the columns are month, Manish Commission and Pawan Commission and Javed Commission. And after that there is a print statement which will print the data frame here. So till now we successfully create a data frame with column name month, Manish Commission, Pawan Commission and Javed Commission. Now we have to find out the sum along axis 0 and along axis 1. To find out the sum along axis 0, there is a method named sum. So we just write df dot sum. By default axis is equal to 0. So if we don't write any axis, mention any axis as a parameter, then by default it is also calculates sum along axis 0. But if you write sum sum x is equal to 1 as a parameter, then it will calculate the sum along axis 1. Next is a count. So count to calculate the number of rows or columns, there is a method named count, and by default it works on axis 0, and if we just mention x is equal to 1, then it will calculate the result along axis 1. So this is the program here, you can easily see on the screen. This is the previous program, okay, along axis 1 t. Okay, so that is the program that will calculate the sum and count along axis 0 and along axis 1. That is the output. You can easily see on the screen. So the most important thing is that in this program, to calculate the sum, there is a method named sum, and to calculate the number of rows and number of columns, there is a method named count, count. So to calculate the sum, we just write df, here df is the name of the data frame, dot sum, and df dot count to calculate the count. And by default, sum and count will calculate along axis 0, and if you want to find out the value along axis 1, we just give a parameter axis and give a value x is equal to 1, then we are able to find out the sum and number of rows and columns, means count along axis 0 and 1, whatever be the parameter value you pass within a data frame. By default it is 0, and all methods by default x is equal to 0. For all method of a data frame, default axis is 0. So you can easily see the output here. Now you can see the output here. This is the creation of the, first of all, this is the data frame here. Here name of the columns I think is very large, so values are not under it. So these are the values related to Javed Commission, Pawan Commission and Manish Commission. So this is the data frame here, and after that sum along axis 0, that is the output along axis 0. And along axis 1. So that is our output. And finally count along axis 1, there are 4 values, so count here is 4. So these are the program. I think now you are able to understand how to calculate mean, median, mode, maximum and minimum value in a data frame. So thanks for watching this video.